the secret room my husband hid from me. You ever notice how sometimes the scariest things don't come from strangers, but from the people you think you know best? I used to think the worst thing a partner could do was cheat. Now, I'd beg for it to be just that, because the truth I found hidden in my husband's secret room was something much, much worse. Part 1, the distance. It started like every other cliche. My husband, Darren, began acting off. We've been married 9 years, solid, predictable. We weren't perfect, but we had routines. Same kiss goodbye every morning. Same dinner together at 7, until he started working late. At first, I brushed it off. Deadlines, promotions, stress. But then it was the late-night texts, the hushed phone calls in the garage, the way he'd pull away when I got too close. You know that feeling? When someone you love feels like a stranger? Yeah, that. So like any red-blooded woman with a suspicion, I snooped. I know I shouldn't have. But I had to know. Because what if it wasn't in my head? Part 2, the locked door. I didn't find much. His phone had a passcode now. He changed his email password. He even locked the little basement office we rarely used. That part really bugged me. That room was always open. We stored junk in there, old tax files, unused paint cans, things from the move. And now it had a new lock. When I asked, he laughed. I just needed a quiet place to work. You always have the TV on. That was half true. I do watch late-night Netflix in bed. But still. One night, I pretended to be asleep. He thought I was out cold, earplugs in and all. I watched him slip out of bed, take his phone, and quietly go downstairs. I waited 10 minutes before following. The door to the office was ajar. I know what I saw. He was sitting on the floor, not at his desk. Phone in hand, candles lit. And in front of him, on the wall, was a massive mirror I had never seen before. He was just staring at it, whispering, not to himself, to the mirror. Part 3, the key. The next morning, the door was locked again. But something inside me had snapped. I knew what I saw. So while he was at work, I searched everywhere. Drawers, coat pockets, under the sink. Finally, I found it. A small, unmarked silver key inside his old hiking boots. The lock clicked open easily. The first thing that hit me was the smell. A mix of burnt wax and something sweet. Rotting. The room was nothing like I remembered. The desk was gone. The filing cabinets were gone. In their place, shelves lined with old yellowing books, symbols etched into the wall, a ring of candles, and that mirror. It wasn't just a mirror. It felt alive. The frame was black wood, carved with strange runes, and the reflection wasn't quite right. I moved left. The reflection lagged. I leaned in, and the version of me in the mirror smiled. But I didn't. I backed away, hard. Nearly knocked over one of the books. It was open to a page with the words, "She will take the place of what you cannot bury." Part 4, the journal. I should have run. I should have waited for Darren and confronted him. But curiosity's a powerful drug. One of the drawers in the corner was unlocked. Inside was a worn, leather-bound journal. His handwriting, sloppy, frenzied. Day 3, she talks louder at night. I see her when I close my eyes now. Day 6, she asked for my name. I told her I shouldn't have. Day 12, I offered her someone else. It bought me time. Day 15, she wants a replacement. Someone like me. Someone tied to me. Day 18, Claire is perfect. Claire, my name is Claire. Part 5, the mirror's offer. I slammed the journal shut. Something was buzzing in the room. A low hum from the mirror, vibrating through my bones. I should have run. I wanted to. But something in the mirror changed. It wasn't me anymore. It was Darren. Not as he was, but twisted, older, tired, trapped behind the glass. He looked at me. His lips moved, but I couldn't hear anything. Then, behind him, something moved. A shape, female, long hair, no face. She put her hand on his shoulder and looked up at me. My nose started bleeding. I turned to run. And right there, in the real room, standing just inches behind me, was me, but her smile was wider. Part 6, the escape. I don't remember screaming, but I know I did. The neighbors called the police. By the time they came, the room was empty. No candles, no mirror, just dust and old furniture. Darren came home and acted confused, claimed I was having a breakdown. He even convinced the officers. I left that night. I know what I saw. I moved in with my sister. I've been trying to rebuild. But every mirror I pass, I see her, waiting, smiling. So if your partner ever starts acting strange, if you find locked doors where there weren't any before, it might not be someone else they're hiding. It might be something else. Thanks for listening, and remember, be careful who or what you reflect. Because some mirrors, they don't just show your image, they replace it. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for more unforgettable Reddit tales right here on Whims and Whispers.